Hey yo guys, how's it going? Hope everybody's having a great weekend. I sure know I have. The last 2 nights I've slept like 10 and 12 hours. I think I'm recovering pretty well. All the other symptoms seem to be lightening up. I do still see energy drops, but that's to be expected. But I am not one to like to stay down, especially if I'm able to get up and I'm trying to maintain muscle coordination and everything. So, yeah, the diet definitely is sort of lacking right now. I'm probably going to go have some mac and cheese with the kids here in a minute. Um, but I've noticed that because of the dips in energy and everything, I've been like snacking on more carbs, and I think it's just my brain trying to give itself more energy. And it's like, you need to just sleep this out for a second. Take your vitamins, go to bed. But the extra sleep has definitely been helping. But today I really wanted to get back and up and doing something. Now, outside of my walks, we did do like a little mile hike down a canyon and back up it yesterday, but pretty mild stuff. Today I wanted to get back into something that would be consistent. So I've got my little YouTube video and stuff, and that's cute. But sometimes with the ADHD, we have trouble scheduling exercises. We have trouble getting into routines. It's always good for anybody to be in a routine, but with ADHD, it's just really hard to get into one. Um, so, but one thing I've been making time for, it seems like a lot every day, is just bed rotting and scrolling. I don't know if anybody else has been doing that lately, but with ADHD, we sometimes can get caught up and like hours go by and you're just like, what did I just watch? Like, did I learn anything? And it's like, no. I just. So I'm a big fan of that not happening. But I do sometimes catch myself laying in bed. So I made 2 new rules for myself that should just kind of help me cope through these trying times while I'm trying to get back into like any kind of schedule. And mostly still be going easy on myself. Everything needs to be stress free, otherwise it doesn't work. Everybody always tells people with ADHD, make a list. That doesn't work. And they say, oh, set a time to work out every single day. That hardly works. I was able to do it once for like 4 months, and it was because I had to work out to get ready for work that morning, and there was like a specific time when if I didn't do it, I did not get any free time for myself. I was a young mother and everything, and I was able to squeak it out during that time. But especially right now, it's a little bit more chaotic than that, and also, just not as stressful at the same time. So I don't really need that strict structure, and it's really hard to convince my ADHD brain to have strict structure when it's not required. It just doesn't like to do that. Not when I'm recovering, not when I'm going through any kind of stuff. And unfortunately, we are still here. So, 2 new rules. Simple rules. These are going to help me a lot. I've been snacking in bed a lot, which is kind of a dirty habit anyway. So, no more snacking in bed. That's just not really. It's a really easy way to reduce unconscious calories, which is something I struggle with. And so, I honestly should just never have picked up that habit, but that'll definitely help a lot. And the second one, which is much more significant, when I catch myself kind of bed rotting, I'm going to set myself a timer. And the timers actually do work as a really good tool if you have ADHD for a lot of things. So I'm going to set a timer for 20 minutes or, 10 minutes or, depending on what I'm doing. But 20 minutes is probably about average. And then every 20 minutes, I'm going to, stop whatever I'm doing, get to my timer again, set just a 5-minute timer, you know, and go ahead and do like some kind of calisthenics, dead bugs, do arm circles, whatever, for like 5 straight minutes, and then get back on. Go ahead, bed rot all you want. You got 20 more minutes, And then I'm gonna do that, about up to 6 times, if that's how long I'm laying down in bed. Honestly, getting up every 5 minutes or every 20 minutes to do 5 minutes of stretching and working out is probably just, keeping you from sinking actually into the mattress and becoming part of the bed. But it's also just a really good tool for ADHD because we do kind of get into that like executive dysfunction mode where we're just stuck on the couch. And we did this before cell phones, so you can't even blame those. Um, so if you have a timer though, it can kind of trigger you to get up, you get your one little thing done, you can sit back down, set your timer again. It kind of works as like a little mini reward system. And also, the other benefit for me is that when I do work out, I get a lot deeper sleep, which then just compounds on everything. So, obviously, I'll be getting back to my more strict rules later. We get talking to all about that all as soon as I'm able to. But for now, it's just a little slow and go. Like I said, the only rule is that everything has to be stress free. It kind of has to be going with whatever flow is happening at the time, because something is better than nothing. Stressing out because you can't do everything is counterproductive and not healthy. And at the end of the day, we are trying not just to, lose weight or get toned up, but there's an overall health aspect to this. And we want to just always, always, be thoughtful and mindful of that. So anyway, hope you had a great weekend. Hope you're ready and rested to have a nice productive week. I sure am, and getting ready for that new year. We've been working on that resolution for a little while now, so y'all know what I'm planning on doing. Cheers, guys.